Welcome back to the Coin Jackpot. What if I told you that just $4 coins could be worth a staggering $93,000? That's right. Coins that many people would overlook, spend, or leave sitting in a drawer have turned into some of the most exciting modern treasures in American coin collecting. Today, we're tracking down 4 incredible dollar coins that have shocked collectors with their surprising values. But here's the twist. These coins aren't valuable because they're made of gold or silver. Their value comes from something far more fascinating: rare minting errors, unusual varieties, and the tiny details that most people never notice. As we go through each coin, you'll discover what makes them special, the exact errors collectors are searching for, and why some examples have sold for thousands of dollars. So before you spend another dollar coin, stay with us until the end, because one small detail could be the difference between a coin worth $1 and a coin worth a life-changing amount of money. Let's start the hunt. What if I told you that a 2000p $1 coin could be worth as much as $18,000? Sounds unbelievable, right? But a handful of these coins have sold for impressive amounts because of rare minting errors and exceptional condition. Before you spend another dollar coin, take a closer look. One small detail could make a huge difference. The year 2000 was a fascinating moment for American coinage. The United States was entering a new millennium, and collectors were paying close attention to newly issued coins. Millions of dollar coins were produced, but hidden among them were a few unusual pieces that escaped the mint with striking mistakes. Those mistakes are exactly what collectors hunt for today. Before we get into the errors, a quick note on mint marks. A P mint mark means the coin was struck in Philadelphia. D indicates Denver, and S represents San Francisco, usually for collector issues. Today we're focusing on the 2000p $1 coin. Now, let's see what makes some of these coins valuable. A die crack happens when the metal die develops a fracture and transfers a raised line onto the coin. Minor examples may sell for $50 to $200, while dramatic cracks crossing major design elements can reach $500 to $2,500. This occurs when the coin blank is not properly aligned during striking. A small off-center strike might bring $100 to $400, while dramatic examples showing a large percentage of the design missing can sell for $1,000 to $4,000, one of the most sought-after varieties. Look closely at lettering and design details for noticeable doubling. Depending on visibility and demand, these coins can range from $300 to $3,500, with exceptional examples reaching even higher. When grease, cloth fibers, or debris get between the die and coin, unusual impressions can appear. Collectors often pay $75 to $800, and especially dramatic struck-through errors may exceed $2,000. The biggest surprises come from coins showing more than one error. An off-center strike combined with a die crack or doubling can push values into the $5,000 to $18,000 range when authenticated. And here's the final twist. Condition changes everything. A circulated error coin may be worth hundreds, while a professionally graded high-grade example can multiply that value several times over. So before that 2000p dollar coin disappears into a drawer, examine it carefully, because the next unusual line, missing detail, or striking flaw you find could reveal a hidden treasure most people would never notice. What if a coin worth $23,000 was sitting unnoticed in a box of spare change? It sounds like a treasure-hunting fantasy, but a few rare 2009 Sacagawea dollar coins have become highly desirable because of unusual minting, errors, and exceptional preservation. Today, we're following the trail of one of the most overlooked modern coin treasures in America. Imagine opening an old coin jar and spotting a golden dollar dated 2009. Most people would toss it aside without another thought. A serious collector would do the opposite. They would examine every detail, searching for clues that could transform an ordinary coin into something extraordinary. The year 2009 marked a new chapter for the Native American dollar series. The reverse design celebrated Native American agriculture with the image of the Three Sisters. Planting method, corn, beans, and squash. Millions were produced, but hidden among them were a small number of fascinating minting mistakes. Before the hunt continues, here's a quick guide. A P mint mark means Philadelphia, D means Denver, and S identifies San Francisco collector strikes. Mint marks help tell a coin's story, but the real treasure often lies in the errors. Let's start searching. After striking thousands of coins, a die can begin to fracture. These cracks leave raised lines on the finished coin. Smaller examples often sell for $40 to $180, while large, dramatic die cracks can reach $500 to $1,400. Interesting, but not yet treasure level. This error occurs when the blank isn't perfectly aligned during striking. The more dramatic the misalignment, the more collectors pay. Values commonly range from $150 to $800, while major off-center examples can bring $2,500 to $5,500. Now we're getting closer. This is one of the first things experienced treasure hunters check. Letters or design elements appear doubled, creating a distinctive look. Depending on visibility and rarity, these coins can sell for $300 to $3,200. Sometimes grease, cloth fibers, or debris interfere with the strike, leaving unusual missing details or impressions. Collectors often pay $100 to $1,200, with spectacular examples occasionally reaching $2,500 or more. But the biggest discoveries rarely come from a single clue. When two or more major errors appear on the same coin, values can escalate quickly. An off-center strike paired with doubling or a significant die crack can push prices into the $7,000 to $23,000 range when authenticated and highly graded. A worn coin may attract interest, but a professionally graded, mint state example can multiply value several times over. So before you ignore that 2009 Sacagawea dollar, remember this. The next coin you inspect might contain the tiny minting mistake that turns an ordinary dollar into a hidden treasure, worth thousands. The question is, will you spot it before someone else does? A coin worth $25,000 could be hiding in a forgotten coin jar, an old drawer, or even a collection nobody has checked in years. Sounds hard to believe, but for a few rare 2001 Sacagawea dollar coins, that's exactly what happened. Today we're going on a treasure hunt to uncover what makes some of these golden dollars worth far more than $1. Picture this. It's 2001. The Sacagawea dollar is still relatively new, and millions are entering circulation. Most people spend them without a second thought. But hidden among those millions are a handful of coins, carrying unusual minting mistakes that collectors eagerly chase today. Before we start searching, let's identify the clues. A P mint mark means the coin was struck in Philadelphia. D means Denver, and S represents San Francisco collector issues. The mint mark itself isn't usually enough to create huge value, but combined with rare errors, it can become part of a remarkable discovery. Now let's inspect the evidence. Sometimes the production die develops a crack after striking thousands of coins. That crack leaves raised lines on the coin's surface. Minor examples often sell for $50 to $200, while dramatic die cracks running through major design elements can reach $600 to $1,500. Interesting, but the hunt is just beginning. This happens when the coin blank isn't perfectly positioned during striking. The result can be a coin missing part of its design. Smaller off-center strikes may bring $150 to $500, while stronger examples can climb to $2,000 to $6,000. Now things are getting serious. Collectors love this one. Letters, numbers, or design details appear doubled because of imperfections in die production. Depending on strength and visibility, values often range from $300 to $3,000. Exceptional. Authenticated examples can command even higher prices. During minting, grease, debris, or foreign material can interfere with the strike. The resulting odd patterns attract collector attention. These coins commonly sell for $100 to $1,000, with dramatic examples sometimes exceeding $2,500. But treasure hunters know the biggest prizes rarely come from ordinary discoveries. When a coin shows two or more significant errors together, collectors take notice immediately. A major off-center strike paired with doubling or a large die crack can push values into the $8,000 to $25,000 range, especially when certified by respected grading services. And here's the final piece of the puzzle: condition. Heavily circulated coin may be worth only a fraction of what a pristine example brings. Professional grading can multiply value dramatically, turning a good find into an extraordinary one. So the next time a 2001 Sacagawea dollar crosses your path, don't just see a dollar, see a potential treasure, waiting for someone curious enough to look closer. What hidden clue might be sitting in your collection right now? Imagine pulling a dollar coin from a jar and discovering its worth. $27,000. It sounds like the kind of story people make up online, but in the world of rare coins, unusual minting errors and top-grade examples have turned ordinary-looking dollar coins into serious collector treasures. Today, we're hunting one of the most overlooked modern coins in America, the 2010 Sacagawea $1 coin. Most people see a dollar coin and move on. Collectors do the opposite. They slow down, inspect every detail, and sometimes uncover something extraordinary. The 2010 Sacagawea dollar belongs to the Native American dollar series. Unlike earlier years, the reverse design celebrated Native American contributions by featuring the Great Tree of Peace. Millions were struck, but hidden among them were a few coins carrying mistakes that were never supposed to leave the mint. Before we begin the hunt, here's a quick reminder. A P mint mark means Philadelphia, D means Denver, and S indicates San Francisco collector issues. The mint mark alone doesn't make a coin valuable, but when paired with a rare error, things get interesting very quickly. Let's start examining the clues. Sometimes a production die develops a fracture, leaving raised lines across the coin. Small die cracks may sell for $40 to $150, while large, dramatic examples can reach $500 to $10 to $200. Not bad for a coin most people ignore. Now the hunt gets more exciting. An off-center strike happens when the blank isn't perfectly positioned before being struck. Moderate examples often sell for $150 to $700, while major off-center pieces can command $2,000 to $5,000 depending on visibility and condition. This is where experienced collectors start paying close attention. Look carefully at letters, numbers, and design elements. Noticeable doubling can bring $300 to $2,500, while stronger examples authenticated by grading services may sell for even more. During production, grease or debris can interfere with the strike, creating unusual missing details or impressions. These errors typically range from $75 to $900, with spectacular examples reaching beyond $2,000. The true treasure hunters search for coins showing more than one error. A doubled die combined with an off-center strike or major die crack can push values into the $8,000 to $27,000 range under the right circumstances. A circulated error coin might sell for hundreds, while a professionally graded mint state example can multiply its value several times over. That's why grading often separates a good find from a life-changing discovery. So before you overlook that 2010 Sacagawea dollar, ask yourself one question. What if the next coin you check is hiding the rare combination that collectors have been searching for all along?